Hey,
Live. Hi.
good morning. I'm sorry, we have a little notification here. So there we go. Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to
Monday,
Monday, April 4th. I hope.
believe.
I think it is. I think it's April
It's
4th.
sunny. Finally. Oh,
It's a beautiful day.
I was sitting outside this morning and it was like all gloomy and cloudy again. I'm like, this is sad. I don't know. Gloomy and cloudy days just make me.
Rainy days and Mondays. That was last week's tip.
That was. But this week,
It's
has
sunny
been
days.
gloomy
Sunny
like
days
all
and
week.
Mondays always pick me up.
I don't think that's a song.
It should be. We should make that a song.
Anyway, so how are we?
Doing well. You know, we had church yesterday, which was, I thought, a good morning. Again, I made it through without getting slapped, and so that was the goal. But also, we did. Hello, Aunt Opal.
Hey, Opal.
Good morning. Jill and I did kind of a fun thing yesterday. We went, and good morning, Candy. Candy, you're going to like this idea. Okay, this is something that they do in Thousand Oaks, and others will like this idea too. But the library recommends one book that they want everybody to read.
Oh yes,
It's called
I did not read it.
It's called One City, One Book, and then they bring in the author to
They do
come
that once a
speak.
year.
Yeah, and so it was a book called Crossing the Line by Kareem Rosser, he was the first African American to win a national championship in high school polo, not water polo, but polo, riding horses with mallets and that kind of stuff. And so it was just a fun read how that was kind of the way he worked his way out of a really difficult neighborhood in Philadelphia. Yeah. Anyway, it was kind of fun to go, and
it was actually really good. It was not my thing. I'm not academic, and I thought it would be this whole.
It wasn't academic.
No,
it's like a big book club, the citywide book club.
I've never been in a book club, but I kind of have actually.
Yeah, but anyway, it was
really good.
It was fun just to kind of go and be with library people, and by the way, Thousand Oaks has a great library.
I also have not been there.
I know you need to. It has a huge fish tank.
Ooh.
It has a huge aquarium, and it has this big glass wall looking out over the woods by Conejo Creek Park.
That will be on my ever-growing list of things to do this week.
Yeah.
Go to the library. Yes. Speaking of my ever-growing list of things to do
this week. What else is on there?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this morning, this is kind of a analogy-ish life thing. So as I was sitting out this morning reading Jeremiah, which is a very depressing book to read, and I got frustrated because I was reading it on my Kindle, and then I pushed something wrong, and then it went to something else. And then, when I read things on my Kindle, I don't really focus on what, the page numbers. You just go to the next thing. So I got lost and I didn't know where it was. So I was reading something in Jeremiah about, how God was fed up with his people. And he's like, don't pray for them anymore. He told Jeremiah, don't pray for them anymore because I'm sick of them. Even if Moses and Samuel came and prayed for them, I still wouldn't change my mind. And I'm like, he was a little mad. But it just, part of me is like, whoa, what? God isn't going to forgive them. But, that he brought back a remnant and he did, care for his people. He was just.
And he eventually sent Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't going to change his stance on his judgment because they kept thinking, oh, yeah, God's going to give us peace, but we can still go reject him and do all these, pray to these other gods. And so sometimes reading the Old Testament is hard because it's a little harsh because you see the judgment of God a little bit more, but you also see how much we need the grace of God. And I don't know, as I was thinking about this morning and I hadn't been in the Word recently just because I haven't been disciplined in anything recently. But just thinking how God's people, he calls them to be disciplined and to take the time to be with him, to take the time to acknowledge him. And it kind of flows over into every part of our life, I personally feel like I have neglected most parts of my life lately. And I know it can get kind of overwhelming to think, oh my gosh, I have to do this and do that and do that. Sorry, I'm using 5 different analogies.
I noticed that. I'm kind of wondering where you're going at this point.
I don't know. I'm meandering. But no, there's just this thing called, I was thought about this morning, tending to your garden. And, sometimes you look, I'm looking out of my yard and there's parts of my yard that I just need to tend to, I need to make sure they're watered and, there's a little weed, pull the weed out and, cut off this little one dead branch. But there's other parts that need to be just hacked. It's like, okay, you're going to be ugly for a while because you're way overgrown and it's going to be a mess. It's going to be terrible, but eventually you're going to be beautiful again. And then I tend to you. So kind of all of that to say, there's a lot of times, I don't know if this is just me or if other people ever feel like this, but sometimes there are parts of your life that you need to tend to, and you need to, like, spending time with God. I need to tend to that and be in the Word. But then there's other parts of your life you just need to hack up. It's going to be a mess for a while because, like physical things like cleaning or like our shower door broke this morning. So we need to like rip it out and figure out something else to do because it's a glass and it went, and then it's like, this isn't going to work.
So when do you bring out the little clippers, the little pruning shears, and when you bring out the chainsaw? Right?
See, he's good. I'm good at like putting this big pile of stuff out there and be like, bleh. And Mark's gonna like, well, I said like tending and
yeah.
Oh, that's
tending.
Okay, so that's my analogy.
Hey, Nuria is on, and so is
Nuria. I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know. I saw you Sunday. I
did not. Yeah.
I
did see Terry though, because I sat right next to her. So hi.
So that's a good word because there are some areas in our lives where, even spiritually, some areas where we just need to be careful and tend the gardens, and then there are things in our lives that we just need to get rid of it. Yeah.
And getting rid of things and doing those big things, it's painful and it's hard and it's messy.
Yeah.
And so just
So we have a theme around our house of things breaking right now because we also just replaced the fridge, and it is interesting because we got a new fridge, and I just gotta say it's funny because we're empty nesters now, right? And so we bought this huge fridge, and there's nothing.
Hit my face.
Huge fridge, and you open it up and there's just nothing in it.
Well, because we had a fridge outside that we stick Cokes and stuff in, so we just had to throw away a lot of stuff when the fridge broke because it died and we didn't realize it till everything was spoiled. And we only had the little fridge outside, so we didn't buy a lot of stuff. So right now we have like some frozen meals and condiments.
Okay, well here's where I was going with that though.
I have creamer for my coffee
because we got a new fridge.
Yes. Oh yes.
But they haven't hauled away the old one yet.
No, they didn't have room on the truck when they delivered it.
And so
we have two refrigerators.
We have this extra fridge, and I think I was going to try to make a metaphor kind of.
Oh, did you forget it?
Well, I
there's
think
a lot of metaphors we've made today. I don't think we need another one.
Well, I think what I was going to say is, it's not just putting on the new; it's getting rid of the old. When we're dealing with things in our life, that if we're tending or if we're taking the chainsaw,
that is true.
That you have to cut them off and then get rid of them and not leave them there because you don't want this.
Yeah, because Mark tried chopping down those overgrown things I'm looking at now.
They just grow back.
They just grow back unless you dig them out and get rid of them. So
you just keep cutting them back.
That's what I think. Gardening is good. God, I'm thankful that God gives us tangible things in creation that we can use to apply to our lives. Like he tells us to do these physical, tangible things, run the race with endurance, be like a farmer, be like
soldier, athlete, all that good stuff.
There's so many different things he uses, like the tree by the stream of water, which, anyway.
Hey, Mon signed on as well.
Hey, Good morning, Mon. I actually sat with Mon at church yesterday.
And by the way, do you know what's coming up soon?
What?
Easter Sunday, Good Friday and Easter Sunday.
Yes.
So
more things on my to-do list. Okay, pray for me. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed because I seriously have neglected house stuff.
So you're thinking of kids coming in. I'm just thinking we get to get together as a church and worship
I'm excited
the risen
about that,
Christ. So Good Friday is going to be different, a little different this year because
do
we're
do we do something?
Well, we're having a Good Friday service at 6 p.m. Here's the difference from the last couple of years. It's not going to be bilingual. We're going to do an English service at 6 and then a Spanish Good Friday service at 7:30. We were just together a week ago for Sunday, and so we just decided let's just do separate Good Friday services. So an English Good Friday service at 6.
Sorry, COVID just kind of messes me up. I'm like, wait, do we do a Good Friday service?
Yeah. We did
the at home one.
It was virtual the one time,
and then it was on last year. Honestly,
I think last year was on the patio, a bilingual on the patio. I think that was last year.
I think so. I don't know.
It's kind of a blur. It all runs together. But anyway, it was it's just going to be an amazing time. And so what we are asking people to do, obviously, is just to invite people to come celebrate Easter with you. Again, I'm amazed how many times when we invite, people actually come.
Yeah.
People will come to church if they are invited.
I know I won't go to things, but if someone says, "Hey, come with me," I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm never going to, hey, I should go to, like, Mark will, because he's like, hey, I should go to this library thing. And then he's like, hey, come with me. I'm like, okay.
I got 2 tickets, not 1.
So I went with him, and it was actually fun, but I would never, ever have gone by myself.
So yeah, invite people. And we also have serving opportunities. Like we're giving away Easter baskets for the kids in foster care.
Not on Sunday, but
no, yeah,
James Storehouse.
Yeah, with James Storehouse. And then you
can bring stuff till Tuesday.
Yeah, for
tomorrow.
For James Storehouse?
Yes.
And also for Manifest, if you want to bring a bag of candy for Manifest. So those are all things coming up. Yes, but the main thing is get out, invite, and then as soon as Easter's over, it's time for a welcome dessert. That's always fun too.
And that's here.
Yep, that's here.
So you can see all our overgrown plants.
That's it.
And yeah, for the welcome dessert, I was talking to Terry yesterday. I'm going to call you out. Like, if you haven't ever come to a welcome dessert, but you've come to the bridge and you're just like, oh, shoot, I'm not new, but like, those, hey, for new customers, you get this great deal. For old customers, you get nothing. So you also feel like an AT&T commercial.
You've been watching too much March Madness.
Oh, championship tonight.
Who you got? Who are you for? Or who do you think is going to win? So I've got 2 different ones.
I'm for North Carolina.
I picked Kansas to win it all from the very beginning, but I'm for North Carolina.
I'm for North Carolina. Yes.
So I win either way. Either the team that I'm cheering for wins, or the team that I
picked Tennessee to win. I was optimistic.
Fangirl.
Yeah,
that's all right.
Anyway,
you were talking about people who have been at church for a long time but still want to come.
So for the welcome dessert, if you want to come, put it on your little welcome card, email.
What if you have kids?
Come. Bring the kids. We love kids.
Exactly. That's what we want to do.
We have a yard. They can run around in the overgrown bushes. Or they can just hang out and mess with my fidget toys. That's usually what happens. So anyway, yes, we'll have brownies. Anyone can come. I mean, it is for new people to feel welcome, but it's nice to have new people feel like enfolded, because the old people are here too. And then old people are like, oh, hey, we know you now.
And by old, you mean people that have been at the bridge for a while.
Yes, not old people.
Old people can come too.
They can.
All right, we're getting in trouble. We have gone way past our 10 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and sign off for now. Hey, God bless you, everyone.
Have an amazing
Get out and enjoy the sunshine if you can.
It's beautiful.
Go fix things in your yard or in your house. If you want a fridge that doesn't work, we'd be happy to give you one. Come on by and pick it up. It's a great place for storing like artwork and magnets.
It's not.
And
it's not magnetic.
All right. Hey, goodbye, everyone. We love you. We'll talk to you later.